Time for Alamogordo Town News on Crazy Radio. I'm Anthony Lucero. When it comes to news on 95.1 FM, weather always comes first. Severe weather and excessive rainfall continues for parts of the upper and middle Mississippi Valley and Great Plains. There's a moderate risk of excessive rainfall in place for the Arklatex area tomorrow. Critical fire weather potential over portions of the southern high plains, cool and snowy in the northwest, and above average conditions continue across much of the central and eastern parts of the country. Closer to home, warm and breezy conditions will continue for the next 7 days. Winds are going to be breeziest today and then again on Sunday, Monday. We'll have another look at the weather following this news. A U.S. Air Force F-16 Fighting Falcon assigned to the 49th Wing crashed west of Holloman Air Force Base near White Sands National Park approximately 11:50 a.m. yesterday. I called Holloman Air Force Base and got what you would expect.
Stand by. Stand by real quick. Sir, I cannot disclose any information.
Should it be that hard to find out what happened to a $70 million aircraft that you and I paid for? I did finally speak with Airman Ferrari, and I asked her to confirm that the sole pilot on board successfully ejected and was transported by ambulance for medical care and is alive and well.
Correct.
White Sands State Park was affected by the crash, as I mentioned. I spoke with Brian Powers, the program manager and interpretation public information officer for White Sands.
So there was a crash. The area of the park beyond Dune Life Nature Trail, which is at mile marker 2, is currently closed to the public for emergency response vehicles.
I asked if it was known when that part of the park would reopen.
I'm not sure. It's that's all the information I have at this moment.
Stay with KALH and Alamogordo Town News. We will keep you advised. This past Sunday, the Alamogordo Fire Department was dispatched to the area of Snow Drive in reference to a fire in the alleyway. They found a small area of grass that had been burnt, but no active fire was observed and no property was damaged. The AFD Fire Investigations Unit and APD patrol officers conducted a joint investigation. A juvenile was identified and referred to the Juvenile Probation and Parole Office for misuse of fire. This Thursday marks the National Day of Prayer. I spoke with Robert Gable, who shared what he and some others are doing in Chaparral.
We're going to set up the National Day of Prayer here in Chaparral. This will be the first time it's going to be happening here. And so we're pretty excited. We're going to be doing it at 6 o'clock, 6 p.m., not a.m., 6 p.m. At Dolores Wright Park. That's located along Lisa Road in Chaparral, New Mexico.
You can hear the interview in full by visiting our station's YouTube channel. This Saturday, the Tularosa Middle School Career Construction class will be having a sale of multiple items that the students themselves built. I spoke with teacher Pat Ventura.
Some of them built cornhole boards, some built benches, some built planters, cutting boards. See, there's a chessboard, cell phone holders, birdhouses, little picnic tables for kids. We've got a variety of things that they've done.
Again, that's this Saturday. Pat, where do people need to go to see these handmade creations?
It's at the middle school in Tularosa behind the old red brick high school building. Back there, when you turn in that back parking lot, you'll see the shop door wide open and a bunch of logs.
If you have any questions, you can call Pat Ventura, 575-973-4970. Kitty City will be at the mall this Saturday along with Animal Control.
Come to the White Sands Mall Saturday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Kitty City and Alamogordo Animal Control will have both cats and dogs available for adoption.
Kathy Denton from Kitty City. The Kitty City, New Mexico Facebook page has details. The website has profiles of available cats. The U.S. Veterans Motorcycle Club and the Slate Riders proudly present the 6th annual Veteran Fundraiser to Combat Suicide. That's happening this Saturday, May 4th. Registrations at Liberty Cycles here in Alamogordo, $20 a rider. Cars are also welcome. For your better health, breathing, light stretching, and relaxation exercises to revive and restore good health. Learn and practice soothing meditative processes taught by a certified instructor. Simple basic exercises appropriate for beginners and experienced participants alike. Modifications will be provided. Pre-registration for these classes are required. That class takes place Monday, May 6th from 5:15 until 6:15 at the Alamogordo Recreation Center. The cost is $6 per person. The Alamo Senior Center is gearing up for a dance for Mother's Day.
It is open to the public. The tickets are only $10. We have music by Lenore. We'll have tea, sandwiches, and light refreshments and dessert. So it's going to be a really good time.
See the Alamo Senior Center Facebook page for more information. The Oliver Lee Memorial State Park is currently fixing up the house, but that doesn't mean you can't still visit. We spoke with Kate German.
We have the Oliver Lee Ranch House on site. We've got a really cool historic area, and it's undergoing renovation. So the inside of the house is closed, but we've had so many people asking that while we're in between phases of the renovations, we're doing guided tours where you at least get to walk around the house and learn about all of the history. Those tours are happening every Saturday at 10 a.m.
The Oliver Lee Memorial State Park is at 409 Dog Canyon Road, 505-660-7381 for more information. The City of Alamogordo announces that the City Profile newsletter that many of you receive in the mail, along with your water bill, will no longer be there. Due to increasing costs, the City Profile newsletter will no longer be printed and delivered. The April 2024 issue was the last printed edition of the newsletter. But the newsletter isn't going anywhere. The City Profile will continue to be published, and the new monthly editions will be available on the City of Alamogordo website and City of Alamogordo Facebook page.
This is Lieutenant William Skaggs with Alamogordo Fire Department. With grass fire season fast approaching, we would like to remind the citizens of Alamogordo that open burning is only permitted with the proper authorization from Alamogordo Fire Department. If you would like to conduct any kind of open burning within your property in the City of Alamogordo, you must first receive proper authorization through a burn permit with Alamogordo Fire Department. You can apply for a burn permit at 619 Texas Avenue, Monday through Friday, 8 to 5.
News from around the state in just a moment. This is Alamogordo Town News on Crazy Radio. I'm Anthony Lucero.
Hi, want to get great deals on items you need and help local animals? It's Animal Village NM's annual yard sale, May 4th in Ruidoso, and here's what we're selling. A 4-name MIG welder, 8 storm doors, 12 event and sunshade canopies, antique and vintage furniture, single-door garage doors, every kind of pet supplies, including ramps, pet stairs, and baby gates, and everything else. Industrial-sized portable fans, great for shop or any large space. Dozens of colorful, heavy-duty outdoor chairs. Dozens of hand-painted pet rocks for every occasion. And lots of plants like succulents and cacti already in grow bags. And child gift bags and wag bags for the first 25 purchasers. 7:30 to 3:30, and all the details are Animal Village social media and on animalvillagenm.org. See you there. Maybe you'll volunteer. animalvillagenm.org.
Directory Plus is the right size book. It's the book if you need a phone book.
That's what just one person has to say about Directory Plus. With its red cover, features, colorful yellow pages, and lots more, it's no wonder people all over use Directory Plus.
It has so much more information. You can cross-check phone numbers or addresses or pretty much anything.
Look on the plus side, Directory Plus.
I'm a big fan of Directory Plus.
Local news from local perspectives from local voices. AlamogordoTownNews.com. Local sports, local events, and local happenings, and more. Owned and operated by Second Life Media. We are Otero County. AlamogordoTownNews.com. Heard daily on Crazy KALH Radio 95.1.
A former New Mexico Marine learned his fate in court yesterday after he pled guilty to grooming and raping a minor. In 2022, Derek Stanley was in a relationship with an 8th grade girl. He was 20 years old at the time. Stanley was in the Marines and stationed in North Carolina when the victim's parents discovered their relationship. A detective spoke about the messages they found on his devices, which showed he was engaging in sexually explicit conversations with multiple underage girls. Stanley did go to school with these girls, so he knew they were underage. Stanley pled guilty to 2 counts of sexual penetration of a child, 2 counts of child solicitation, and 1 count of possession of visual medium of sexual exploitation. Judge Britt Baca Miller sentenced Stanley to 14 years in prison. A Las Cruces man has been arrested for allegedly possessing child pornography. 42-year-old Jacob Wayne Gill has been charged with one felony count of sexual exploitation of a child. An investigation was launched by Las Cruces Police, Homeland Security investigators, and the FBI after they suspected him of possessing child pornography. Officials believe there might be victims that reside locally. 8 cyber tips over a time frame of 6 months is what led investigators to Gill. They say child pornography was uploaded on a cloud-based storage belonging to the suspect, and they were able to confirm the storage system was owned and operated by Gill. Carlsbad police are investigating a crash that left one person dead yesterday after a metal-wielding rod pierced through their front windshield. Investigators found the rod went through the windshield and critically injured the driver. Emergency personnel gave the driver medical attention, but he succumbed to the injuries. Police say an unsecured load led to that crash, and they are seeking any information which could lead to an arrest in this case with a reward possible. Armando Gandera III of Albuquerque posted a video of himself attacking and punching an elderly man in the face for no reason, and those who know Gandera are worried his violence will continue to escalate. KOB spoke with Amanda Cabrell, who works with Gandera at UPS.
I was in complete shock. I was blown away. I was thinking, I already knew this man was dangerous, and now this just cements that fear that he is this dangerous. If he's willing to do that to a random stranger, what's he going to do to people he knows and people he has a problem with?
Kimbrell says that based on her experiences and that video, Gandera is absolutely a danger to the community. Bernalillo County deputies say that they are aware of the video but are unable to do anything until the victim comes forward to press charges. Authorities say they encountered a large amount of drugs at the Lordsburg port of entry. They were found inside of a commercial motor vehicle. New Mexico State Police say the transportation inspector requested assistance during a cargo inspection when they found that the trailer was locked and the driver did not have a key. The trailer came from California and was heading towards Georgia. Authorities cut the lock and found 12 identical boxes. A warrant was used and officials found 803 pounds of marijuana as well as 73.5 pounds of cocaine. The driver was detained and Homeland Security assisted in charging the driver. A secret recording was leaked on Friday showing New Mexico Governor Michelle Lujan Grisham slamming the Biden policies on the border, but not for the reason you might expect. Her anger at the administration was not for not securing the border. No. Instead, her anger was being pointed at the Border Patrol agents for, doing their job and seizing marijuana.
They're saying that they're worried about fentanyl, so they're taking all of our cannabis. And they tried to, and they're detaining people. Never have done that. We just use discretion, look the other way.
How this recording made it into the public eye is not yet known, but as RedState.com puts it, this is not going to help her already shot credibility. Sports and weather are next. You're listening to Alamogordo Town News on Crazy Radio. I'm Anthony Lucero.
They are role models and educators. Their work requires a great deal of time and energy for very little pay. Who are these unsung heroes?
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Coach.
The simple truth about education-based athletics in New Mexico is this. Without a committed team of coaches and administrators, they just wouldn't be possible. School sports, they bring out the best in all of us. This message presented by the New Mexico Activities Association and the New Mexico Athletic Directors Association.
There are 13 games for New Mexico softball today, including Hatch at Hot Springs. 9 games for New Mexico baseball, including Socorro at Hatch. Your Crazy Radio spot on weather forecast for the Tularosa Basin today calls for sunny skies, patchy blowing dust in the afternoon hours. Winds will be gusting as high as 23 miles per hour. Mostly clear tonight with patchy blowing dust. Winds will be gusting as high as 23. Sunny skies tomorrow. Your high today in the basin, 85. Low tonight of 55. High tomorrow, 82 degrees. In Cloudcroft, sunny skies today. Winds gusting as high as 29 miles per hour. Mostly clear tonight. Winds gusting as high as 30. Sunny tomorrow. Winds gusting as high as 20. Your high today for Cloudcroft, 63. Low tonight of 41. High tomorrow, 61 degrees. Local breaking news can be found on our website, alamogordotownnews.com, and learn more about Crazy Radio by visiting kalhradio.org. Also, check out the Crazy KALH Radio YouTube channel. That's where we post our daily newscasts, complete interviews, and other information which concerns everyone in the Tularosa Basin. Be sure to give this video a like and subscribe to our channel if you've not done so already. That way you too can remain informed of the goings-on in the Tularosa Basin. Well, that concludes today's edition of Alamogordo Town News on Crazy Radio. I'm Anthony Lucero.